What's up, guys? Right now I'm working on soldering a new wire for the horn button for my Civic. I've been neglecting doing that for quite some time. For those of y'all who don't know, I had this car parked up for probably the last 6, 7, maybe 8 years. It stopped being my daily driver many years ago. So what I'm doing right now is addressing some things that should have been addressed when I brought it out. I brought this car out in September of 2019. I didn't want to put a lot of mileage on my Accord. Y'all know my Accord got the train horn. That's why it's called the train. This should have been called no horn because for the last couple months I've been driving around with no horn. And a horn comes in handy. How y'all hanging in there? I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this. How I'm gonna be able to solder. Check it out. I got the soldering wire. And I got a little cheap solder machine right here. It's hot right now. I'm pretty much done. I just want to make sure that this solder point is sealed up so it doesn't break loose. So what I'm doing is putting an excessive amount of solder on the point. Woo, smoke. I should probably be wearing a mask, right? Whoa, those fumes are not healthy. So what I'm doing is I'm soldering the horn wire to the hub. And then the hub gets connected to the base. And there's a little piece of metal that's on the steering wheel base that touches the back of the hub. And then you connect this wire to the button. Let me show you guys the button. This button, my cousin got it for me. He's currently a YouTuber. But when he got this for me, he wasn't a YouTuber. He got this for me like 8 years ago. This is one of the only gifts that I got from him. It's a pretty cool gift though. Check it out. You see that button? That little Domo Dookie monster? It's a little button. Oh, I'm gonna need a horn if they go and reverse into my car. Yo. Oh, I thought they was about to reverse right into the vehicle. I was about to take this wire and just quick press. I could quick press it with just a wire. All right, cool. Because they're from Jersey. I don't know, but people from New Jersey, technically, most of them have driveways unless you're in like Trenton or Camden. The rest have driveways, so they're not familiar with parallel parking. They're used to just pulling into the driveway. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool button. It's a Domo horn button, and my cousin got it for me. His YouTube channel is Ange Chavo, ANGECHAVO. I think he got it for me for like Christmas. It was like Christmas? Or was it my birthday? I don't know. He'll probably remember more than me. Matter of fact, I also got a sticker that's on the front windshield from him too. It's a Band-Aid. That's when he had his EF Civic. He had a 4-door sedan. Same body type, 88 through 91. And he was building it up. It was his little fixer-upper. So he gave me the Band-Aid. And we was part of the Band-Aid squad. Built, not bought. You know what I mean? Hiding the boo-boos. I like building cars. I think it's neat. I think that wire should be... Yo, I got like a whole Picasso mess of solder going on here. I should probably like smoothen it out some. I think it's good. It should be good. That's why it's good to have the tools so you can do stuff like this yourself. How's everybody hanging in there? Did anybody comment? Nah, no one cares about tuning. Gotta make sure the solder is cool. It tacks better. I had to scrape the little surface. It looked like a piece of metal was about to fall out. I feel like there should be a little bit more solder there, believe it or not. I'm gonna put one more bead because I just moved the wire back and I see like an open space. I'm gonna make sure this thing is soldered down to the max. I added another bead. It has like several beads. I'm pretty sure that when people solder that they use a mask. Do I have this on private? No, it's not on private. I just made sure. Yo, what's up, yo? Danilo Acevedo. He said, did you use a little flux? Flux cleans and allows it to soak it in. What's up, Nilo? No, bro, I didn't use any flux. I didn't have any. You should have mailed me some. Yo, Nilo, man. You know what I've been feeling like changing lately? That me and you cut off like 10, 11, 12 years ago. Shout out to Nilo, the boy that just commented. He remembered this car from way back. And he helped me do a lot of work to it. But you know what I've been thinking about doing, dude? Remember that we cut this little shifter? We try to short shift it. I've been feeling like changing that, bro. Like pretty soon I'm gonna buy a whole new shifter and install it within the next couple weeks so I can have a normal standard size shifter again. Yeah, I wish I had some of that flux, dude. But I mean, it seems to be like good. Yo, Nilo, your job closed, yo? I mean, what you in the mechanic field, so you might be considered an essential worker. Fixing them cop cars. It's my boy. All right, so I think that's good. Now let me test this out and see if it's gonna work. So let's see. He said, no, we have to stay open. Yeah, I bet, bro. I bet, because they consider mechanics an essential field, because in case somebody's vehicle, gets messed up, they need it fixed, you're gonna be the guy that they're gonna get to fix it. So yeah. And then I think, if I'm correct, you still fix cop cars, right? So since you fix cop cars, that's definitely gonna be an essential field. All right, so check this out. So I think it's good. Let me take this hub. Make sure this hub is looking fine. And make sure that the arrow is pointed at 7 o'clock. And let me see. Yeah. I didn't want to like beep it loudly because there's a car parked right in front of me. They're still double parked. I don't want them to think that I'm beeping at them. You know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna match this little piece up. I hope the daddy life treating you good, Nilo, because I know you're a pop now. That's super decent. Super decent. Now you and your child can fix cars together. Y'all could be pimping your ride. Yo, Nilo, man, fix up a car, dog. You make like $1 million a year. You got all the tools. You could fix stuff. You could build stuff, dog. Why ain't you got no like crazy cool sleeper, man? Crazy, dog. You a professional. You should have like a crazy sleeper. I seen a 240 the other day, a super duper clean one, like really clean, well done, well built, and I thought of you. I was like, yo, that's the joint that Nilo had. Nilo would love that joint. All right, I think that is good. Now, let me just make sure that it works before I put the bolt on it. All right, the bolt works. Now I'm gonna take, what's this, like a 19 millimeter socket. And I got a ratchet. All right. You don't want to over tighten and strip it. Just want to tighten it enough. See if anybody else said anything. Miss Marty. Hi, Tune 215. Watching you in California. I like to hear you talk. Wow, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. I genuinely appreciate it. That is awesome. All the way from the sunny side of California. How's it hanging in there? How's it going? You guys were one of the first next to Washington that like got it bad, right? And then the shutdown and all that stuff. And then New York got it bad now too. Really bad. They said that the numbers in New York are doubling every 3 days. That's crazy. All right. Yo, I don't like these little tiny little fine wires. I don't know if y'all can see them. I'm gonna show you where they come from. They come from like speaker wire. They poke into your fingers and they hurt. One time I swallowed one, I swear it's still like stuck in my throat. It's like embedded in like my esophagus. The worst feeling ever. Straight up torture. All right, I think that's good. So my hub is locked in. Now let's take this little, oh! There you go, take the steering wheel. The little domo button, little button that my cousin got me. Shout out to Ainge Chavo. Meep, 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 meep squad. And I like it because it's brown and it looks like a dookie monster. You see it? It says Domo. That's a cartoon character, right? He's from like Japanese cartoons. I think, I don't know. I ain't ever grew up watching them, but I Googled him once and it came up with like a bunch of Japanese stuff. So I like it because, you know, my interior is kind of brown too. And you see how he's brown and he's red? The seats are red and the interior is brown. So that's pretty cool. And then black. You got red stitching. It's kind of color coordinated. All right, so I think I have everything. Before I put this back, I have to take this little collar that goes around the hub. There you go. Now, behind the steering wheel, there's like a little clip. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like a little clip. I gotta clip this thing that I just soldered into that. Soldered. How do you say it? Soldered. Yeah, anyway. This thing that I just soldered, I'm gonna clip it to the back. Oh, don't spin. All right, cool, it's clipped in. Now I gotta make sure that this thing is like placed correctly, because not that my steering wheel gonna be crooked. Yo, this Jersey car been sitting in front of me for like a little while now, doing absolutely nothing. And this is one of them blocks where people don't normally park up at. trying to make sure that I got the actual holes. Because then you put it in the wrong holes and you strip it. You don't want to strip a steering wheel hub. Oops. It kind of looks like I was beeping at people. People walking by and I accidentally pressed the horn and they look back. I think I'm gonna go like this. There you go. Got one screw in. Anybody else say anything? Alright, same Miss Marty. Miss Marty. Her husband must be a Mr. Marty. So you got the Miss and the Mr. Marty. Martin. It could be Martin too. Yo, what's up with this? I don't think that's accurate. I think that's a horrible point. Let me see. I do the lower points because there's two points for two different steering wheels. I just noticed that now. Don't over tighten it. Just get it in there, get it in the grooves, and then you can just hand screw the rest. You don't want to over tighten them all until they're there. All right, now it's lined up. And when you tighten, treat it like you're tightening a wheel, tightening an X pattern. Don't tighten like the ones right next to each other. So in an X, you know what I mean? Wonder if Nilo's still watching. Or did he go back to work? I was gonna tell him how I want to put the moldings back on this car. That's a whole project all in itself. Because I closed up the little molding slots. So I'm gonna have to open them back up with a grinder. And then install them again. I want to put the stock fenders back on too. I want to put 88 and 89 front bumper. I got the 88 through 89 tail bumper. There's a 90, but I got the 88 through 89 tail bumper. I want to put the 88 through 89 front bumper for two reasons. Reason one, because my original Civic, my very first car that I learned how to drive in, the one that was orange, I actually had an orange Civic back in the day. It was an 88, the year of my birth. And I like the moldings. Reason two is because those moldings are different compared to the 90 and 91. Those moldings actually have a little groove that goes through the molding versus the 90. The 90 is a little bit more rounded and it doesn't have that little groove where you could put the pinstripe, and I like that pinstripe look. Put a nice little red pinstripe on it. And since I know how to paint cars now, the good thing is that when I do the body work to this and put the moldings back on and all that stuff, I can do it myself. It's gonna save me a lot of money. Just gotta buy the paint. And I can do it myself and do it the right way, like take my time if you take it to a body shop, unless you're paying top dollar at one of them Polish shops. I hate to say it, like the Polish shops, they charge top dollar. I went to a couple shops back in my earlier years when I was a youngster to get this car painted, and they told me like $6,500. I'm like, dude, I could buy like 4 of these cars. $6,500? Are you serious? I could buy a whip, a motorcycle. I could do so much more with $6,500 than take it to you guys to paint it. But I'm assuming they would have probably did like a hell of a show paint job. They would have took off each panel. They would have prepped it the right way. They would have sprayed the panel separately. They would have did the door jams. They would have did everything. It would have looked like factory OEM. But you know, this is a self-built car, built, not bought. I didn't buy it the way it looks. When I bought it, it looked a hot mess. You probably wouldn't have drove in it. Take this empty bottle and put this trash in it. Alright, so I think I could turn off this little solder device because it smells like fire in here. There's one of the little Harbor and Freight Chicago electronics welding soldering gun. Oh, that's how. So it's spelled like sold. Like sold. I don't know if y'all can see it because it's in reverse, right? Sold. Like you sold something to somebody. Soldering gun. But the way it's pronounced is solder. That's how I pronounce it ever since I was a kid. It's like, yo, can you solder that for me? Nilo was always doing something productive when he was a kid. Yo, because I remember he had a soldering gun and he used to solder stuff. Alright, so that's done. What time is it? You doing a tour today? What's up, El Jefe? Nah, buddy. I'm not doing a tour today. Those tours, the Philadelphia Hood tours, alright, originally before this whole sickness thing came over America and everything started shutting down, it was every other Monday. I was uploading a new tour. But since Mulashi went on a break, because he was on the other Monday, like I had a schedule since the year started, doing different things every day of the week, but different shows would air. Since everything is postponed right now and I'm just focusing on how everyone's doing, you know, showing you guys like what the city looks like during the shutdown, I pushed the Philadelphia Hood tours to every Monday. But when things go back to normal, then the Hood tours will go back to every other Monday rather than every Monday. And then the little walking tour that I did yesterday was just random. I told you guys that I was going to start showing you what the city looks like during the shutdown. And today we're on day 4 of the shutdown. Yesterday was day 3. So I figured, hey, let other people from different cities, townships, countries see what we're living like here in Philly. It didn't even really look that shut down, especially when you went down Kensington, like Kensington and Allegheny. There was still a lot of life. It wasn't as much life out, but there was still a lot of people out. Alright, so I got the soldering roll. You see that comes in handy. I need to get some of that flux stuff that Nilo was talking about. Alright, scissors, check. Ratchet, check. Soldering string, check. Star screwdriver, check. This stays with me though. I keep that with me just in case of an emergency. Scrap wire. You can save these too. They always come in handy. If you need something that makes contact, it comes in handy. And then when you least expect it, you end up needing it. So don't throw it away. That's how it is. When you least expect it, you end up needing what you just threw away. And then you got to go to the store and they'll charge you for this wire. Once again, you have to buy a whole roll just for a little teeny piece. All right. This bit. About to start putting the stuff away. Close that glove box. Yo, y'all want me to show y'all the final results? Look at, check it out. Let me show you the final results. Chill, stop peeking. Y'all was all in my face looking at my pimples. Look, you see? Domo. Pretty neat, right? It's not bad. It's not bad. That was given to me by my cousin. And then this right here, y'all see this little thing that says Singapore? I used to work with this female. Ooh, what's this, hair? Oh man, thought that was hair. I used to work with this female. She was from Singapore. That's when I used to, teach kids or whatnot. And she came over to do, I think it was like her senior year here in America. She was summoned by the government to come over here and do some social services in the United States. So she was stationed here in Philadelphia, PA. And she was actually working with me while I was teaching kids video production. So she did a whole semester with me, and she really enjoyed it. She really enjoyed the experience, and she had to go back to Singapore. But she gave me this. This was like a little keepsake. It's a little keychain that says Singapore, I love Singapore. And in case y'all don't believe me, watch this. In my glove box, I actually have a little note that she gave me. Oh, chill, y'all can't see my name. But yeah, she said, thank you, blah, 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 blah. Guardian angel. So that's supposed to be a guardian angel. So what I did was I just stored it and I put it in here. And it's always been a part of my car because my car got like the red little accent and everything. The red steering wheel stitching and all of that. The red little domo. So I thought that was perfect. And this car is kind of like Japanese or like Asian. Hondas are made by Asians, right? In Japan, right? This one right here was a Canadian model, but y'all get the point. So I put it there because I thought it was cool and it looks neat. She gave me that, so yeah, pretty cool. And then this, for those y'all who don't know, I just recently installed the factory Honda radio in this. Now I'm stoked about that. Why am I stoked? Because throughout this whole vehicle's life, I had a crazy system in here. Like anybody who knows me that I went through several different systems. At this car's peak, it had 24 speakers in it at once. And I still have my original radio that cost me $550. It's a Pioneer radio. It's one of the quality radios. It's a colorful face-off radio from back in the day. I still got that. But I've been out of the music culture for a little bit, you know what I mean? And the last several months, I've been driving around with no radio. I left it empty because I like to be, you know what I mean, just thinking and just thoughts and in my thoughts. So I installed this, and this is a factory OEM Honda radio, man, with a tape deck. It's not like I have any tapes. It's not like I really listen to radio. Like I usually leave it on like really low for ambience. But I think it's pretty cool. It fits the whole retro-ness to it. It makes it look neat, you know what I mean? Makes it look neat. I mean, I got a couple other face-off radios. I got a face-off radio on my CRX, face-off radio on the Accord. I still got the face-off radio that I went to this. But I ain't got no system in it no more. So there's no point in actually leaving an aftermarket radio. So I put that back in. And like I said, I think it's because like my whole taste is changing. My taste is changing because when I was young, because when I was young, I wanted like aftermarketness. Yo, what time is it? Let me see what time is it. My bad, y'all. I gotta see what time is it. All right. So we about to end this in about 3 or 4 minutes. My dog is barking. My dog wants to go for a walk and all that stuff. I'm thirsty. I'm quite parched. But yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that little heads up. You know what I mean? My taste has been changing ever since I think I hit like my mid-20s. I'm in my 30s now. Early 30s. 31 to be exact, for those of y'all who think I'm an old head. No, I'm still young. 31, yeah, but like when I started getting to like my mid-20s, like 25, 26, 27, my taste started changing, and I started really appreciating factory OEM features, like stock features. Like stock cars are dope, like especially if they're old and they're clean. That's dope. So although this car has some minute customization details, I do want to do my best to revive a lot of the OEM features. You know, that's why they call it, or I call this one Ugly Betty, because, you know, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. One man's trash is another man's treasure. So what looks nice to me may not look nice to you. What looks nice to you may not look nice to me. So that's why I got the CRX and the Accord to make up for my negligence, for removing the moldings and for doing all that stuff when I was younger. You got to keep in mind that this car was built when I was like 19. That's when this car, you know, began being built. So I was in my teens. I didn't know no better, you know, and it was beat up beyond belief. So I was just trying to make it look better than what it did. So it is what it is, y'all. I hope everybody's having a good day. El Jefe, how long you think this all gonna last? You think the school should close for the rest of the year? All right, so before I go, I'll let you know, bro. It is said that this can last anywhere from 3 to 6 months. To my knowledge, I think the higher ups who run America want to get people to work back in April. Whether that's going to be feasible or not, I don't know. I can't really foresee the future. But what I can tell you is this is only phase one. This is the beginning. You know what I mean? The beginning of what's to come. Like, it's not like it's gonna disappear. I think if it does come back next season, it'll come back mutated, stronger. It'll probably have adapted to several things. And yeah. So to be honest, I mean it can last 3 months. It can last up to 6 months, up to August. It can go away. It can like go away, you know, come summer or mid June, July, go dormant for a few months, and then boom, winter, it can pop back up again. This could be something new that we have to worry about, you know what I mean? So that's the craziest part about it. I think as long as you practice washing your hands, using alcohol, soaping them up and all that, and if your hands are dirty or if you touch random surfaces, don't touch your eyes, don't touch your nose, don't touch your mouth. We tend to have that tendency to do that. It's only natural. It's just the human nature. Like when your face itch, what do? You scratch it. You know, when something's on your mouth, what do? You wipe your mouth. If you got like a hair in your nose that's tickling you, what do? You scratch it. That's just human nature. But what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to use your arm, like, you know, like the back of your hand. You can just take the back of your hand and rub it, or even, you know, your arm, or if you have like a shirt or something, you know, you rub it with your shirt, but try not to put the germs. And the craziest thing is, you see how dirty my hands are now? My hands get even dirtier. Like when I was doing the camera kit to this car, my hands were super duper greasy. And as a mechanical person, we're so accustomed to sometimes when we gotta eat and all the grease don't come off our hands. A real mechanic's hands, I'm not a real mechanic. I'm not saying I'm a real mechanic. But when I get mechanical, or if you look at a real mechanic's hands, ones that don't use gloves, they be having mad dirt. And even if they clean it off, their hands still be dirty. So they still eat with them. So I'm used to eating with, like, not for nothing, with dirty hands. Not like you know, fresh dirt, but like, you know, greasiness. You know, when I used to work on scooters, dirt bikes, go-karts, your hands get greasy. You know what I mean? And that grease doesn't come off easy. So, you know, but this is a whole different type of germ. This isn't the same type of germ that we're used to. So just practice, you know, clean hands. What's up, crazy one? I'm about to bounce, bro. Sorry I did not get the notification because I was on YouTube gaming. Bro, it's okay, my friend. Don't even worry about it. You ain't got to tell me sorry. You're one of my biggest supporters, so I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I hope you have a good day. I'm about to end the stream right now, because I got to go. But listen, guys. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. I gotta walk Jersey. She's like my child. She's barking out here. Ruff, ruff. For the last 8 minutes, low key, she's been barking, and I don't want to stand her up. And I'm thirsty and all that stuff. And it's hot inside this vehicle, so I gotta get out here. But I got a horn. I got a horn. Yo, Miss Marty, have a good day, man. I got a horn. But yeah, yo. So have a good day, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Remember, if you thumbs up my videos, that helps the algorithm promote my video. So if you're watching it, please give it a thumbs up. You don't have to donate money. You don't have to donate anything physical. You can just physically take your finger and press the thumbs up button. And if you're on the computer, take the mouse, go to the little thumbs up, press thumbs up. You know what will be even better? When this stream ends, you can leave a comment. You don't gotta always comment on the stream itself. You can always comment on the stream when it finishes, when it loads up, like in the regular comment section. That's also helpful. And or if you want, you can share it. You don't always gotta share it, you know what I mean? You don't have to, but little things like that will help the algorithm see my videos and make my videos more visible to regular people. Because I hear from a lot of people, they never knew my channel was out there. I got over 1,000 videos, over 1,000 videos of all sorts, all different types of stuff. And I hear this like every other week. Yo, dude, I just found your channel. I didn't know you existed. Bro, that's YouTube. That's not me. That's because I went dormant for like a whole year or two back in 2016. I stopped uploading for 1 whole year. And that'll do you dirty. That'll really put you on the back burner. But it's cool. So, all right, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Wash your hands, stay blessed, and I appreciate everyone's support. Have a good day. $2 over and out. Hey, yo, y'all peep my shape up, right? My shape up looking fly? I did it. You know what I mean? I fix cars. I cut hair. I do it all. And I cook. And yeah, I cook. I cook, though.